What up? Brian out here in Snow Base in Utah. I'm going to talk about the topic of hardships, going through struggles, going through the pain, going through change. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Now, a lot of people hate hardships. A lot of people hate pain. They can't stand it. A lot of people fucking quit. Okay, we complain a lot. So I'm going to talk about that. Now, I've gone through some recent hardships lately, and this is actually shocking to me because I haven't really gone through a lot of it in the past. I've had life, I would say, fairly easier than most. You know, like I hear stories about people moving to a different country and it's not the easiest for them. And for me, my transition was fairly easy, so to say, even regarding my situation coming from anxiety and my lowest points in my life. I've gone through that. Okay, like I've gone through it, I've gone through the pain, I've gone through the change. And there were some sequence of events that happened over the summer that kind of what I thought was really, really tough for me. And I've gone through that, I'm moving past it. So I'm gonna tell you how I am moving past it and what's gonna help you. Okay, now what happens with a lot of people going through change, people don't want to change. Okay, it's actually backed up by science that our brains and even our bodies will only be good as they should be or they need to be. For example, let's say you're working out, you're doing biceps curls, you're aiming for 8 reps. How many times do you go over 8 reps? Not that many. Now, that's what separates successful people to not so successful people, the average people, because successful people go through that. They plow through 8 reps, fuck it, I'll do 9, 10, 11, keep going. That's where the muscle grows. And I love comparing working out to life because it's so similar. It's so similar. Life and working out, you plow through the pain, and that's where the most growth has become created. You gotta plow through the pain. Without pain, there is no growth. And that's why I appreciate hardships. They force me to grow. If everything was all sunshine and rainbows, then I would not be able to appreciate the good things. I would not be able to grow. So don't be content with life. I always say it. Be happy, but be content. Be great, but be grateful, as DJ Khaled would say. So be grateful, be happy, but do not be content. Keep plowing through, okay? So you gotta keep going through that. So with my situation, a lot of people are problem-oriented rather than resolution-oriented. So what I mean by that is, say there's a problem, a lot of people dwell on the problem. They hold on to it. They hold on to it like it's their baby. And you gotta let go of that. You gotta let go of your problem. Now, if it's something very severe, just let it be, soak in, don't resist the pain. Now, a lot of people misunderstand the pain itself. The pain doesn't come from the problem itself. It comes from resisting the pain. It happens a lot when you put up a front, you put up a fake smile, you feel like it's okay. People ask you, everything's okay? I'm like, you know, everything's good. I'm just tired. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and tell your business to the whole world. Don't do that. I don't do that. But what I'm saying is, to the right people, be willing to open up. Be willing to open up what your problem is. I had the longest issue with this. I just could not tell the people in my life what was going on in my life. Even like my closest friends. I couldn't tell them because I felt like I was putting a burden on their shoulder, which is really stupid. They're your friends. And I'll do the same for you, and they'll do the same for me. You know, that's what friends are for. You're there for each other. So be willing to open up, tell about your problem. That makes you feel better. Just fucking open up, vent if you have to. Like, you go through different stages when you're going through hardships. You go through apathy, you go through sadness, you go through acceptance, you go through growth. Now, in the initial stages of pain or different problems, you will have apathy, you will be salty, you'll be petty about the situation. Don't try to fake yourself out. Don't try to be like, yo, everything's good. Dude, if some things suck, just say it's sucking ass. It's completely fine. Just accept it. Sometimes be willing to vent to your friends. Be willing to vent to your family. Just vent it out. And then, but after that, just accept and move on. Move on to better things. You gotta be solution oriented. You gotta find the solutions. You can't just sit there and complain forever. That's so fucking toxic. That is so toxic. Like, what is it gonna do? You're complaining about the problem. What is it gonna do to actually solving the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't like certain people, cut them out of your fucking life. You don't like this food, don't fucking eat the food. You don't like the classes you're taking, don't fucking take the classes. I'm changing my major right now. My mom literally sent me 52 text messages from South Korea and 12 phone calls, by the way, when I told her I was thinking about changing my major from physical therapy to entrepreneurship. Now, you have to go through that. You have to go through the changes. Not everyone's gonna be by your side, and that's completely fine. And at times like this, I appreciate hardships a lot because you get to see who's real and who's not real. Who's there for you and who's not there for you. People put up a fake fucking persona in front of you all the time. I've realized that. I thought everyone was my friend. Everyone at school, everyone at work, everyone on social media. I thought they were my friends. Everyone was my friends. Everyone was my family. No. Boy, was I wrong. You get to realize who's real and who's not. And don't be salty about it either. It's completely fine. And I'm not saying like cut them out of the completely like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you ever again or fuck off, you know? Yeah, like at times, you just have to see them over and over again. Like sometimes you're forced to do that and work in certain settings, even your family. And you don't have to cut them out completely, but you can have surface level conversations. You can say hi, but you don't have to do more. And that's completely fine. But we have to learn how to appreciate the hardships. We're not gonna grow without hardships. We're not gonna grow without pain. We need pain in our lives. So take that in mind. It teaches you so much. I'm so appreciative of everything that happened to me in the last few months. I'm so appreciative of that because later on you're gonna look back, okay? Later on you're gonna look back and you're gonna fucking laugh at it. It may be a week from now, it may be a month from now, it may be a year from now. It could be an hour from now. Like, I could be fucking laughing at my problems I'm having right now. Okay? So don't quit. It's sink or swim. Like, you're in the water, okay? If you just let it be, I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks, I'm in the water, you're gonna fucking sink. And you don't want that. I don't want that to happen to you. So one of my favorite parts about hiking, it's a lot about life. I talk a lot about this. It's not easy. As you're hiking, there are gonna be downhills, there are gonna be uphills, it's gonna get super steep, it's gonna get cold, it's gonna get windy like right now. But you keep going. You run like she is. You keep going. Life's gonna throw shit at you. Just like this wind. But you keep going, baby. You can see the gorgeous views if you don't quit. You gotta keep going. One step after another. Don't worry about the top. Worry about the next step. Then the next step. Next thing you know, you're at the fucking top. Let's go. Feel me? I want you to keep swimming and float on top of the water. Keep going, okay? Because I'm looking at the things that happened to me about a year ago. I'm just fucking laughing at it right now. At the time, I was at the lowest point of my life. Right before I decided to take charge of my lifestyle and change my life, I was at the lowest point of my life. I was very depressed. I was at the most anxious era. I had no friends. My family didn't know about it. I was at a very low point in my life. And I spent a lot of time in the dark room by myself, oftentimes crying, oftentimes having really dark thoughts. And I thought it was over. But I'm looking at it now and I'm so glad I got through that. And I believe that you can get through it too. And we can fucking get through it together. At times you can do things by yourself. Don't be afraid to grab your friends. Don't be afraid to grab your family and be there with you. Push through it. Don't push people away. Because, I mean, you'll realize this as you're going through hardships, you may be disappointed, you may be frustrated that not everyone's your friends and people backstab you, talk behind your back, take from you, just leech like a fucking parasite. But there are good people out there, even next to you. You may not even realize it. But if you don't give them a chance, then you're gonna miss out on so many opportunities, so many amazing people, and so many amazing memories and great things that are about to head towards your life. Don't let the shitty people in your life affect what's gonna happen, all the good things that's gonna happen in the future. Be selective, but don't have trust issues. Okay? So that's what I'm gonna say. Appreciate the hardships. I loved hiking up there. So this is Brian. Much love. Cheers. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel right now. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Much love. Peace out. Don't let life win. You win. Yeah. Keep going.